Hello, everyone. I'm Lisa D'Amico, the curator of the Rockefeller Gallery, and I'm here today speaking with artist Joe LaMattina. And Joe's work is in the upcoming Timeless Blooms exhibit. Joe, your work is very different than the other artists in this exhibit. You
Okay, is that good or
incorporate,
bad?
because you incorporate um, a lot of mixed media into your work.
For sure.
So let's talk about the pieces that are in the show. Start with any that you want. I think they're all beautiful and they're all incredibly fascinating.
Well, thank you. We're still discussing whatever ones you selected, but I know that for sure the one is Fierce Flowers. To quick back to this, it's a large piece. It's like 48 by 36, I think. It's an little older piece. First, one of my first pieces I started doing like floral things. But the way it all started was I had gotten rejected from the show. This is when I'm like, I said something, it happened. You get accepted, you get rejected. And I get so angry because I really wanted to get into the show and I thought my work really was perfect for that show. And so when I got the letter, I was like, oh, and I went outside, I had a big canvas and I just started like smashing the paint around. And all of a sudden, like these fierce flowers started coming out. I wasn't planning on it. And so it just became a mishmash of paper collage paint, but it was all constructed out of that one moment of you know, not anger, but just sort of disappointment that I didn't get into that show. But yeah, so it's different than the other pieces that you selected, which are more current.
Yeah. And you are kind of the king of color. Your work is always vibrant. And even when you create something that's like flowers, which are stationary, there's a movement to them just by your own aesthetic.
Right. But yeah,
Now,
I mean,
has your work always been like that, or did that evolve over time?
that definitely evolved over time. I always consider myself kind of really. I was always very stiff and very planned and very organized and make the sketch first, and I so wanted to be more spontaneous, but it just does. It still really doesn't flow naturally. I've gotten a lot better at it, but it still doesn't. It's not like my immediate impulse when I create. So I really try really hard to just be as spontaneous as I can be and not worry about every little line. But I do. So I'm kind of like caught in the middle of, holding it tight and then letting myself loose. But I go by this quote that a young artist or gallery curator said in from a gallery I was visiting once upon a time, and I was saying I really love this painting. It was a painting on the wall, and I said I can't do that. Like I'm just I'm so stiff. I felt this was a while ago. And so and he looked at me, and I remember I kind of rephrased his quote, but it was like, no, well, you can't make it look spontaneous unless you react to the canvas spontaneously, and that's always stuck in my mind. So every time I feel myself getting a little too tight, I just take a paint out and I just kind of like fling it at the canvas, and it actually helps. It really gets you, to move to the next step without thinking about it too much.
That's wonderful.
I
And
love that story.
I love that story too. And tell me about like painting flowers. Is that a different approach for you? Because you do a lot of figures and
Right.
well, in motion.
Right. I mean, I think my earlier portfolio was basically, I call it human essence. If there's a person that comes up or a body part, I put that in that folder, human essence. If it's abstract or organic, I put in that folder. So the representational folder, the threefold, has flowers in it. It's just, I've always done them. And I always say I want to do more of them, but I just really, I might just go in it, but I don't. It's not my thing to sit down and say, okay, I'm paint a bowl of flowers or a vase of flowers. But I do it now and then after seeing your announcement for the show, I said, "Oh, I'm going to do another one." I'm going to. No, I literally. This is the true story. It was like 2 weeks ago I saw the announcement, and I was determined to make an abstract. Just make this abstract. So I just got started. So I saw your announcement, and all of a sudden, and all of a sudden, there's like peonies. So I kind of kept that one a mix of, it's realism, but not really. I never go detail. I like to really keep that vision of paint and texture and collage and mixed media stuff going on. I don't like I shouldn't say I don't like it, but it's not my, I can appreciate the skill involved in sitting there and painting, oh my God, it looks like a photograph, but that's not what I like to do for myself. I like to see more of the paint aspect of it.
Joe, your work is energetic. You're energetic. You're going to bring such a spirit to this exhibit. It's really great that you're in it, and I'm honored. Thank you so
Thank you. I'm honored to be part of it. Thank you so much for selecting some of the work. Can't wait to see you.
Thank you, Joe.
All right. Bye-bye.